Hello, I am Jaleesa and I will be talking about social inequality in this video. I will start out by giving you the definition of poverty. Poverty is the extent to which an individual does without resources such as money, physical strength, a support system, etc. There are two types of poverty. There is generational poverty, and that poverty is where you being in poverty for at least 2 generations. And then there's situational poverty, where your lack of resources due to a particular event such as death, divorce, or illness. There are many strategies that educators can use to increase the academic achievement of students who are affected by poverty, but I'm going to give you 5. One is you can build relationships of respect with your students. You can assess each student's resources. You can teach the hidden rules of school. You can teach students how to ask questions. And last but not least, you can teach and mentor your students. The poverty rate for all individuals in the U.S. is 11.7%, says statistics. Statistics also says that regardless of race or ethnicity, poor children are much likely to suffer developmental delays, drop out of high school, give birth during teen years, and live in single-parent families. Wow. Next, we're going to go on to talk about the doll test. The doll test was done by Mamie and Kenneth Clark. They did an experiment with dolls to show that schools shouldn't be segregated, that they needed to bring all children of race and ethnicity together. Not only was it used to do that, Thurgood Marshall was able to use that doll test in the Brown versus Board of Education case, to where he was able to explain how segregated schools were harming our children. In the doll test, African American children were brought into a room and they had to choose between 4 dolls. It was 2 black dolls and 2 white dolls. And one of the questions were, which doll is the friendly doll? And most of the African American children chose the white doll. And then it came to a question of, which doll is the ugly doll? No hesitation, they chose the black doll. And then it came to where they had to choose which doll resembled them. And they was like I don't want to choose it. It resembled me, but I don't want it to look like me. That hurts, because they feel like their skin is not beautiful. And then in a recent study, a doll test, the changes were still the same. I want to say it was 17 out of 21 that the students chose the white doll. In Jane's Elliott experiment, she did her classroom with the brown eyes and blue eyes. That was amazing. To see that the students would choose was first like, who do you feel are bad people in your lives? And it was like, black people. But then when brown eyes were not allowed to play with the blue eyes, or the brown eyes had less recess time, that changed them. That realized, wow, don't judge a book by its cover. That after that experiment, you can see the kids immediately holding each other, hugging each other, like, wow, we all should be treated equally. They had a total different, feeling or aspect towards the way they felt about each other. And long term, if I would say, one of the girls in the classroom, when she met with her teacher, Miss Jane, she explained how one day she was out and she saw one of her friends, which was a black male, and they hugged. They was glad to see each other, just like normal people. But just to feel the impact from everyone else looking stares like, why is she doing that? She knew then that things hadn't changed. People judge you because of who you talk to, and that plays a big part now. And last, a girl like me, the girls in that video, they felt like we can't be ourselves. We can't wear our hair in a natural look. If we're not straight, long, if our skin is not light, then we're not beautiful. Why can't we not be ourselves and feel just as beautiful as any other female? So there you have it. A recap of social inequality. Thank you.